Okay, so back from last time, before we get to our agenda, um, just wanted to make sure that you guys got to see this little bird walk. So he ended up working out pretty spectacularly well. He's just so cute. I can't even handle it. Just like, just worked out pretty well. I have a very limited artistic ability, so I like to make sprites that look like this because as long as you can tell what it is, um, that's pretty much as far as art goes for me. So that's where that's at anyway. Now playing the game as this character would be very silly. Let's see what that looks like. Well, it auto-loaded in. Oh no, it memorized the other character. The other sprite. I did not make that sprite. Or any of those sprites. I used the editor to make the 3 demon sprites, but I did not make those. I'm not that artistically capable. Back to our silly title screen. That's just a project title for now. What are we gonna do in this video? So, oh, look at those. That in the background is my tea maker. Hot water heater. Kettle, that word. So, we're on to a today, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Today times 3. Look okay? Agenda. So first we wanted to see the little guy walk, so that might be an extra clause for today. See bird sprite walk before we get started. I guess we're getting back into topics. I didn't really have a visual planned, so we might do some random computer things, activities. Maybe we'll do Spider Solitaire. It's spelled horribly wrong. There we go. Let's just leave it at random computer. I can't spell it all right now. Activities, or type rather. I can spell, I just can't type. Yes, this is all true. What? Well, we talked about, we'll talk about some RPGMaker, what I do to, plan for games and things like that. I'll show off some art. I think I've got posted on my Google Plus page already for like whether or not I will hand draw images or produce them in Paint for just like getting the ideas flowing for or if I have an idea for like a layout already, like just what I'll grab, or if I know I'm going to be on the go, I'll hand draw it, obviously, unless I've got my laptop, which is possible. And a lot of things I just do really quick and simple sketches for. Sometimes I've gotten a little bit more detailed, but I don't think I have any of those saved. So my value on detailed plans is more toward the text side than the image side. Or I'll edit the images later, or like because they didn't end up turning out exactly like the final product, why keep the blueprint, or different saving issues that have occurred. And then my friends really wanted me to keep up with this topic of relationships being garbage. Garbage. Yeah. I don't know why, but this is what we're in for today. So I'm just gonna keep throwing random things. I'm gonna leave the game up as my background today. Oh, this probably looks so stuffy. Let's see what my folders are all awkwardly named. I have so many notes for this game. Actually, the ones that I like the most are on my other computer, so just have like a lot of different things. Sometimes I'll save script calls that I've found in forums that people used. Yeah, this one is like totally not edited at all, so these are some ideas that I was throwing around for whether or not I was going to have each of the 8 demons be able to have like special skills. I figured out how to do it. I just would have to add enough content in game for you to be able to use it, and so far it's looking like it might just be I might just be adding this stuff for like maybe like 2 different activities each level, so I don't know if it would have as much value for me to add it at this point, but we'll see as the game continues development. Actually, I don't think I have any of my best notes on here. Go through some of the pictures. Plus photos. All my everything that I've ever posted. I don't think I posted that lane picture ever. I have to finish it. Art. Are these? No, I must have saved those pictures somewhere else, which is scary. Where would I have saved those? Move this folder. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Back to pictures. Let's see if made it in my phone photos. Oh, this is scary. This is really scary. Oh yeah, here's one. Oh, of course it's so big. That's as small as it gets. It can go bigger. Minimize it. Oh, there we go. So this is an example of a sketch that I did that would turn out to become the layout of a level. So I'll throw up paint. Going from something like this to oh, leave that up. I went to throw up paint. To some layout for the game. If we were going to say that this would be the whole area of the map, we'll just use the whole screen. I don't know, like where would be a good place to start? I suppose for this idea, having some notes would be good. So in this level we were going to have 6 different factions of demons. We had something of like Tengu, foxes. I prefer if I put Kitsune. Like, oh my god. Kitsune. There we go. Snakes, frogs. I do know those words too, but I'm only gonna type things once. I think I had Nikos and probably. Oh, did I have dogs or wolves? We'll do a slash thing here. I definitely wanted to have an Ukurino. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Wikipedia has a good article on him. I guess I'll give a basic spiel for it. I love like the character of it. For just if you're out of wandering about in the mountains, he's just like a dog demon that follows you around and waits for you to trip, and if you do, he attacks you. And I thought that sounded great, so I might have, or I will try to have, some kind of like demon like that will stay like one pace behind you, so one square behind you, or maybe he'll be right behind you, and he'll just follow you throughout the level. And I might have like an occasion where you can trip if you like picked a specific path, and you'll have to either fight him, or maybe it'll be where, like, depending on what you did, like what some decisions that you made, you'll either have to fight him, or one of the factions will come forward and save you as part of the storyline for that world. So I guess I never really gave the basic outline of the game. Would be that there are many different worlds that you can travel to, and I'm trying to make an RPGMaker game that's fully customizable for like your experience. So each time you can only pick 3 of the 8 demons. I'm looking to have about 12 different worlds that you can go to. For each playthrough, I'm gonna limit you to about 4 for like the main story, which is both easier and more difficult on me, because for like an original release, I'm probably going to only have 4 to 6 worlds that you can go to, and then I will give subsequent releases that will have more content as I go through. So let's say that these are our factions for right now, even though in real game it may end up a little different. So we would probably have an area of the map that looks like it's gonna be all trees, so for the side or this side, I think I knew. So the Tengu are probably gonna be up in the mountains, or maybe they'll be up here. Who can say? Foxes way up here. Things. Oh, is I gonna have one of the? There are a lot of different water demons in Japanese mythology as well, so maybe one of those. Well, I've got frogs. Those are not really what I was thinking, but do some mapping. Actually, I think this kind of area would probably be too small for me to map the entire level. So maybe we'll just do like a part of it, like down by the bridge. Do I have a bridge image for RPGMaker? Well, I might have a bridge that ends up just being squares that I made in Paint, that are gonna look really awful. It'll be great. And around where that could be, just like have some walkable area. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. And there's so many stories and that have bridges in them as well, which is excellent. So that will like just be great for that part. Water, kind of watery. So this is, of course, I was saying before, I like to do things on my sketches pretty quick. I don't want to spend like a whole lot of time making sure that something looks perfect for just one of my sketches for something like this. So like the land would just like continue over here. We'd have a lot of trees in this concept. So there's, you can surmise is an evergreen. Or just like having trees over there. As you would walk through, probably have, if there was a wolf or a dog faction, be back in the trees over there, and then have like a different area over here where we'd have cats. And probably put, I guess snakes like to live in trees as well, so this it could just be like an area where there is one very large tree and one of those types of trees that snakes like to live in. Let's say if I ever want to have better art, I do have a lot of friends who are very good artists, graphic design and stuff like that, so I might get some art commission from them at some point for some of this. So yeah, I just have like areas like this. We could even open, how about we open a second window, eh? There we go. I'll make it full screen too, that's great. Oh, right like that. Or we could just like continue the image of just like continues this way. Have like some kind of like mountain passage going up that way. Kind of like in here where after you've like traveled farther up this way, have some way that you can get up here. Have like another hill this way where if you go that like this mountain path, different paths that can even look like something, where you would just have like multiple like areas that you could go to, and down like this way would be the forest or like clearing that you would walk through until you came up to the giant tree where all the snakes live. It's pretty much like the extent of what I'll do for sketches sometimes. Where did that other paint go? Here. I could see, if I have, I've got a good hallway there. Oh, hallways. There was a time when I was experimenting with more like plain layouts for interiors of, let's not save that, for like the interior of buildings. And I really like when you just have just plain tiles a lot more than some of the really detailed tiles that they'll give you to make like the inside of a room in RPGMaker. Because sometimes just like having less is a lot more with RPGMaker. Or like sometimes certain things look way too over detailed, and you just want like plain gray floor. Like you don't need it to be tiles. So I don't know. Well, this is probably a more detailed layout of the first game that I started working on for RPGMaker. I might do a walkthrough, just walk around town one of these days in that game, just because I literally did make this entire town. It's gigantic. It would probably take the whole half hour to walk around the whole town, because there's literally like, there's more than you even see here, because you kind of start the game in the middle of a field. That's probably where this might be. And then from like this point to this point, you kind of like wake up here, because in this point you like go into like dreamland and you walk through some of those hallways I made. Where no, I won't open a second one. Well, I could open it as an image. Can I open it as an image? Maybe. Pictures. Oh yeah, there we go. This is my fabulous hallway. One of them that I made for my first game, and after you go through this like whole dream sequence, you wake up back here, and then you walk through like a few just like forest panels. That's why they're green. And then come to a very large cemetery, altogether too large for a town this small, which leads you to believe that it's been there for a very long time, the town. And I mean, what is survival horror without starting you off walking through a ridiculously large cemetery that is full of references? Yeah. So, I think that's more for me than for you, though. The players. So, there's just like something that I spent a lot of time mapping this area, and there's pretty much so much story and background in this game that if I ever was going to release it, it would probably take me years and years working the little bits at a time that I have been on it. I haven't really worked on it too much in about a year, just because it's a lot, and I like to sit down and do a lot with it when I actually do get around to it. Like, it'll take up like a whole 2 weeks, so I usually will only work on it a lot when I get a break from whatever it is that I do, and you really just like can go like into almost every single building around the place. This is just a field here, but this is a farmhouse you can go into, and a barn. There's a field which you can actually walk into this field. What is this? I've got apartments and some other smaller buildings and a hotel on this end. You can actually go down on the beach side, and there are 3 beach houses, 2 of which you can actually go in. The third one's just, negligible. And then like a dock and some water. I might make it so you can boat out to like this little like something of an island later on, but I haven't actually put that in yet. I've got this is a mall. Have I made the inside layout of the mall yet? That might be the only big building that I haven't yet. The park, there's a shopping center over here too. This is a hospital. There's a gigantic church. A police station, a factory, like all the regular stuff. Town hall. There are a lot of little houses up here. I think you can only go in a few of them right now, but I plan to make probably about like 6 or 8 of them accessible for different parts of the story, where like you'll get a key to somebody's house, and I won't tell you whose it is or anything like that, but it's like something extra that you can go find out some more of the story, and some of them will be part of the story where you like, oh, you have to go to whoever's house. I don't even know yet. Oh, there's an orphanage up here. I don't think I've made the inside layout of that one, so I just have the mall and the orphanage, if this is even still gonna be a mall. I have to decide how big I want it to be, pretty much. That's pretty much my only hang up with it. And then there's gonna be a larger mansion, and then this top row of houses are bigger houses, so it's a pretty extensive map. And there's a lot of story, just like pages and pages of things that I've been slowly putting in. It already has a couple of cutscenes for things, and I've just been kind of like editing stuff, adding it slowly as I go, making more buildings accessible. Yeah, so that's kind of just some background for some RPGMaker stuff. Yeah, I guess our agenda was a lie. Get this out of here. So we did some random computer activities and RPGMaker planning stuff, but didn't really get to relationships being garbage. Sorry, my friends are weird and crazy, and that's what they want me to talk about, and kind of been avoiding the topic. So, yeah, I'm gonna go make some tea because my kettle went off quite a while ago, and we're already at 25 minutes. Oops. So, yeah, this was a video for sure. It really was. Hope you enjoyed it.